Hi everyone, I'm JT Pilot, and today I'll be making another video. This time I'll be doing a 146 aircraft review for this Gemini Jets Alaska Airlines Boeing 737-MAX9 and the Orca/West Coast Wonders Livery. And so yesterday I received the latest Gemini Jets September 2022 releases, including this flat-out amazing model. And yes, I wouldn't say this is a flat-out amazing model, but it is a fairly decent model. And Gemini did surprise me on this model. There are some slight issues with this model though. There's some slight QC issues. I'm not trying to name one in particular, but in case you haven't noticed, there's some rocket ship engines on this model. A little concerning, but other than that, this is a beautiful model. The livery is super beautiful on this model, so yes. I did receive my Gemini Jets models a little late, just because of a retailer issue, which was pretty interesting, so sorry about me receiving these late, but we got a review today nonetheless. Yeah, so it's a great sight to see indeed. So in case you're new to my reviews, this is how I do reviews. I review the model itself, I review the box model, and then at the end of the video, I'll be scoring the model with my JT score. So nonetheless, we'll start with the box of this model. Alright, so moving on to the box of this model. So this is your standard Gemini Jets blue box. This is the medium-sized box for all the narrow body models they produce that are regional jets. So it's the standard Gemini blue box. Nothing too special here. So top left, we got Gemini Jets logo, made for collectors, by collectors, computer image of this aircraft. And on the bottom right, we have the Boeing 737-MAX9 titles and the Alaska Airlines logo. So this box does have a flap, so we'll be proceeding on to the flap of this box. So here is the inside of the flap right here. Feel free to pause here if you'd like to read to learn more information about this aircraft. And we got the specifications of this model right here. And we got the inside of the flap right there. Here's the bottom of the box. Right side of the box is the computer image and the Gemini Jets logo. Top of the box with the item number, which is GJASA 2078 and the barcode. Left side of the box. And the bottom of the box right here. Nothing too special there. Then proceeding on to the back of this box. So here we have the computer image of this aircraft taken off. And here's the Gemini Jets false guarantees, or as real as it gets features. Highly collectible, superior quality, maybe. Realistic metal landing gear, maybe. Detailed printing graphics, yes, that's pretty good. As real as it gets features, nah. And then we got Gemini Jets social medias. I highly recommend following them if you don't get blocked, unlike me. Then on the bottom left of the box, here the Boeing officially licensed. Here with the Boeing officially licensed product logo right there with the 737 titles. Then we got the Alaska Airlines officially licensed product right there. It's great to see that. This is a officially licensed Alaska Airlines model. Yeah, so speaking of that, so you can buy this model at the Alaska Airlines company store for only $20. I highly recommend doing that. This model is well worth the price for that. I did buy this model from a retailer just so I can get to you guys sooner, so I can do a review for you guys. So if you guys want to buy this model, you'll have a review to watch. So yes, and then we had the Gemini Jets 2022 logo right there, copyright logo right there. So this was a September 2022 release. So that's it for the box of this model. Now let's proceed on to the beautiful model itself. Alright, so proceeding on to the model itself, and man, this model looks really gorgeous. So one quick thing I wanted to note before I proceed on to the in-depth analysis of this model is the livery on this model. Wow, it is beautiful. Gemini Jets really did a great job on the livery. It looks super accurate. And it looks closely to real-life counterpart. Gemini Jets did a really great job on the detailing on this model. There's some issues with the mold itself, which is unfortunate because it kind of weighs down on the quality of the model. So, yeah. Alright, so proceeding on to the front of this model. So starting with the first part of this model. So here the cockpit window / nose of this model. So the nose is a little pointy on this model. So the nose cone is a little pointed. It's a little too forward on this. It's a little stretched out a little bit, which is really unfortunate. That's not how the 747 real life is, so really unfortunate. Gemini Jets normally doesn't have this problem with their 747s to this extent. Their cockpit windows are pointy sometimes, but never the nose cone itself is pointed. So really unfortunate there, yes. So yeah, that's a couple of points off already there. So yeah, the cockpit windows are a little incorrect. They're still good on the smell, but they're just incorrect shape. So pretty unfortunate. So here are the probably all Boeing titles right there. So Alaska Airlines will become an all Boeing operator next year, so pretty excited to see there. So great to see that. I know a lot of people miss the Airbuses. I'm not going to miss them too much, but I know some people have some connections to them. So, yeah, so here are the nose gear right there. Nose gear's a little chunky on smell. You'll really see that when I show you some more angles. So here the L1 door, the one roll title right there. The beautiful Alaska Airlines logo. I really like the white Alaska logo. It looks really great on smell. Very sleek. So then we have the Orcas right there, looking beautiful. And I love the blue on smell. It's really great. So here we have the emergency escape windows right there. We got the emergency escape pass on the wing. Then here we have the winglet on this model, which is the normal Alaska Airlines MAX9 winglet, which is pretty interesting. Surprised they didn't do a special design on that, but that's the Alaska Airlines, that's not Gemini Jets' fault. Then here are the CFM LEAP engines. Yes, they are rocket ship status on this model. That is really tilted up. Really unfortunate. I don't know why Gemini just continues to have this issue on their Max. It's really unfortunate. They used to not have this issue, so really unfortunate there. Then proceeding on to the back portion of the model. So here we have the tail portion of the model, which is flat out amazing. Tails are really great shape, and the stabilizers do have a good angle to them. Not too bad there. So you have the registration, which is number 932 Alpha Kilo, United States flag, and we got the L2 door right there. And we got the beautiful Orca tail. It's just beautiful. It is a little pixelated though, which is unfortunate, but other than that, Gemini just did a great job with the tail portion of this model. Alright, so proceeding on to the back of this model. So here the luxury power unit, or the APU right there, looking great. A little smushed in there, but other than that, it looks fairly decent. Then we got the vertical stabilizer and horizontal stabilizers. These are perfect. And there's some wing flex on this model. Really unfortunate. Don't get why Gemini just has that issue on this model, so more points deducted there. Pretty unfortunate, but other than that, the backside of this model looks great. Alright, so proceeding to the bottom of this model with my very large hands, and fingers. So here at the bottom of the APU right there, looking great. Here we have the beautiful Gemini just logo right there. Very small in this model. They have been reducing the size of their logo on some recent releases, so great to see that. Yes, this belly on this model is beautiful. I love the baby blue shades that are on this belly, so really great to see. Then we got the bottom, the wings right there, looking flat amazing. We got the wing landing gear right there. It does have some some glue on it. Pretty unfortunate there. Good QC issue by Gemini Jets. I don't get why that's an issue. Stand hold looks great. Then we got the nose landing gear right there, looking flat amazing. It is a little chunky though. And we got the MAX9 tiles right there. Alright, so proceeding to the front of this model. So here at the front of this model. Yeah, so the front looks good. Besides the nose landing gear, what is this? What is this? That's pretty unacceptable. It just, that does not look good at all. Yeah. And then we have the cockpit windows, which are a little misaligned. Great Gemini QC issue. And then we have the LEAP engines, which look flat and amazing. The insides do. They have a good side stream besides them being tilted up. And yeah, so that's it for the front of this model. Let's proceed on to the top of this model. Alright, so proceed on to the top of this model. So here at the top of this model. And yeah, so we got the we got the non-3D beacon light, which is pretty unfortunate right there. The little red circle. Here antenna. Here we have the emergency escape hatch on top of the wing, and we got the top of the wing view right there. Here the Wi-Fi box, which looks pretty good. It is a little chipped, but over now it looks pretty good. And we got another antenna right there, and we got the vertical stabilizers. That's horizontal stabilizers. Top view of this, and yeah, so this model does have aerials, but none on the bottom, which is really unfortunate. So no 3D antennas on the bottom of this model. Yeah, I don't get why Gemini just doesn't include this anymore in their models because they used to, so no idea why. Alright, so proceeding to the right side of this model. So yeah, same deal as side review, but this time as the R1 door right here, and the R2 door right here, and as the bag tools. So we have the first bag tool right here, and we got the second bag tool right here. And yes, it does have the rocket ship engine. Look at that. That is terrible. But other than that, look how beautiful this model is. It's super beautiful. I just wish the mold was better on this model, but other than that, this is a flat-out amazing model. So I'm going to give you some final shots of this model. That'll be scoring this model with my highly credited JT score. Alright, so this concludes the review of this model. And yes, now we're proceeding up to the JT score, which consists of 11 categories. And they're all based out of 10 except for 2 of the categories. So, yes. Yeah, so now we start with the first category, which is the fuselage on this model. So the fuselage on this model is great. And yes, a great shape. And yes, nothing really wrong with the fuselage. So the fuselage is receiving a 10 out of 10. Great start so far, right? Next category, which is the nose on this model. So the nose is pointing. That's not good. Cockpit windows are misaligned. Not good. And the nose landing gear is unacceptable. So the nose will be just receiving a 7 out of 10. Yeah, so the nose shape has improved a little bit over the previous 737 MAX releases, but yes, but overall, some aspects really haven't, so really unfortunate. Yeah, really unfortunate job by Gemini. So the nose will only be seeing a 7 out of 10. Moving on to our next category, which is the tail on this model. Tail's perfect. Great shape, and it's just really beautiful. And yeah, so 10 out of 10 for that. Moving on to our next category, which is the wings on this model. The wings do have some wing flex, so yeah, pretty concerning there, but not. Yeah, other than that, the wings are pretty good on this one. So the wings are receiving a 9 out of 10. Moving on to our next category, which is the landing gears on this model. The landing gears are just okay at best. They're just okay. They do roll. They're just a little chunky. So the landing gears are only receiving an 8 out of 10. And yeah, moving on to, they're receiving 8 out of 10. And the nose landing gear is a little too tall as well. So yes, so landing gear will just receiving an 8 out of 10. Moving on to our next category, which is the engines on this model. Yes, the engines are good, besides them being rocket ship status on both sides, so really unfortunate QC issue there. But they do have a great shape, and yeah, so wish they had a better angle. So yes, so the engines were just receiving an 8 out of 10. Moving on to our next category, which is the livery on. So livery is beautiful, just beautiful. The tail's a little pixelated, but other than that, and yeah, the tail's pixelated, and Livery is slightly too dark, but other than that, the livery is perfect on this model. So the livery receiving a 9 out of 10. The details on this model receiving a 10 out of 10. Gemini Jets did a really great job detailing this model. Lots of details on this model, and yeah, so they really did a great job with printing details as well. Moving on to our next coverage is the aerials. So the aerials do exist on this model, but there's none on the bottom of this model, which is pretty unfortunate. But at least there's a Wi-Fi box and a couple antennas. So the aerials will just be receiving a 7 out of 10. The QC on this model receiving a 4 out of 5 just because of the rocketship engine. So this model does have some QC issues, pretty unfortunate. And the last category, which is a collectability, which we're receiving a 5 out of 5. This is a highly desirable livery, and it's the Alaska Airlines model, and these do sell super well. And yes, this is the first MAX9 released by Gemini Jets in a long time. It's my first MAX9 from Alaska Airlines in my whole collection, so great to see that. And yes, so the final score for this model, drumroll please, is an 89 out of 100, or B plus an 89%. So highly recommend to get this model if you're looking for this livery and a better quality version than the Air Classics version. If you don't really like Gemini Jets and you don't like their Max mold, I would wait for NG to do this, but it'll take a long time for NG models to release this, so I would get the Gemini Jets model for now, and maybe if NG releases in the future, this replaces this version, which I probably will do, but it's still a great model though. Cannot wait to have this in some future airport dates like Jacksonville and some random airports. And this is, yes, and this is such a beautiful model. So yes, so I'm JT Pilot, and I would like to thank y'all so much for watching this video, and have a wonderful day. Bye.